Hey everybody, welcome to Krampus Airsoft. We're doing a trailer video today. Still doing some organizing. So I've been watching a couple of the new forums for younger players, and I've noticed that a lot of guys are bringing up blind fire, or what the definition of a blind fire is. So this is my little KWA SMG KMP9. So right out of the box, everybody assumes because it's an SMG and it's so small that you can do this. And technically, this isn't blind firing, but if this was a real gun and you fired it off, one, you'd have a bruise on your cheek, and two, you wouldn't be able to hit jack. I'm just telling you. When people go to a milsim, it's a military simulation. That's what it's designed to do. So a military personnel would pull this out, open the stock, shoulder the weapon, and look down the sights. This is proper procedure for this gun. Now, I have a lot of guys who play Speedsoft. This isn't directed at you where you guys come up and you double trigger whatever. No, this is designed for guys wanting to get into the milsim scene, and are like, what is the definition of blind fire? Blind fire is anything that you cannot see while you're shooting. So lifting it over a berm, firing it above your head. In real life, yes, it's probably a little bit effective, but not as effective as if you have genuine purpose on your target and you squeeze the trigger and hit your target. That being said, if you're at a cartel game and there's a guy running around with this just lambasting everything like that, I guess that's his prerogative and how you play the game. I still look at it, and I'm going to use a reference from a friend. His name is Glenn. It's about the spirit of the game. Now, if you can't run the gun properly in a military fashion, why are you at a milsim? This is a chance for us older players to actually be able to teach younger players on proper procedure. Opening up the gun. This one, the charging handle is broken, so you actually have to clear it manually. Opening up this chamber here, taking the magazine out. When you're operating the gun, checking it with your finger off, stuff like that. I consider these training opportunities. And if you have veteran players, why are veteran players firing instead of like this with your shoulder up, looking down the sights? Like, you can't miss very much if you can't see in this area. Everything in front of you is a fair game as a target. But as soon as you can't shoulder your stock properly, I've seen guys do this, where they want to be a smaller target. This, if I was a game host, I'd be like, dude, that's blind firing, and get off the field and let's talk about this for a moment. Because yes, you may now be a itty bitty small target. However, what happens if you can't see what you're doing? Let's say somebody's coming up on this side, you swing around and shoot them point blank. That's on you as a player, not the game host, not a game staff. And that's something you might want to consider, especially if you're trying to be a representative in the sport of airsoft. It's how you're going to treat it. This here, right now, according to the Canadian government, they're trying to turn it into a prohibited weapon. Okay? As a replica, they're trying to make it prohibited. So therefore, well, let's not give our government any more reasons to take away our toys and our hobby. Let's start training people properly, respectfully, teach them proper gun control, handling procedures, and how to properly store them in a gun case with a gun lock on them. And that way we can have our fun and still keep our sport. It's like I'm beating a dead horse every month going, hey guys, there's always a story out there of some idiot walking down Main Street carrying an airsoft gun, or another one trying to rob a convenience store with one. They look real, they act real, they function like a real firearm. The difference is they shoot cornstarch, soybean, and PAL projectiles. Why don't we take our responsibility seriously and look at younger players and go, okay, let's teach them some things. That way we can have this sport for many, many more years. Because if we don't, we're losing it. Talk to y'all soon.